Welcome to the Rich Report, a podcast with news and information on the world of high-performance computing. Today, my guest is from Univa. We have the president and CEO of the company, Gary Tyreman. Gary, welcome to the show today.
Hey, thanks, Rich. Glad to be here again.
Well, thanks for coming off the lake, Gary. I understand you were at an offsite all week, but we wanted to catch up with you about Univa's latest announcement, and maybe we should start there. What's going on with Univa?
Well, I appreciate that. Yes, we're at Niagara-on-the-Lake, which is Canada's version of Napa Valley. So this is important enough to get me out of Niagara-on-the-Lake and the wineries. So what we've done, if you want to go to the first slide there, we put out an announcement this week that Univa has partnered with Science+computing, one of the probably best-known and certainly most successful companies that has been providing services and solutions across the area and region known as DACH. And I'm probably not saying that correctly, but that's Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. So the relationship is where they will resell and provide and build services around the Univa product suite and our set of solutions, including Univa Grid Engine, as well as our license orchestrator product, which will begin shipping next month, and of course our cloud management solution, which is Unitab.
So I'm not really familiar with these guys. What is their bread and butter? What is their day-to-day business, Gary?
That's a great question. S&C has been in business for many years. They're actually quite large. If you go to the next slide, they're a subsidiary of the Bull Group. Turnover roughly 29, just shy of 30 million euros last year, 300 employees in 4 locations, and the company's business is IT services and solutions, as well as they have their own software, including companies like ourselves, and they provide these services and the care and feeding of environments across multiple industries, but they're very well known in particular industries like industrial manufacturing and automotive, in companies like Audi, BMW, Bosch, Daimler. What makes them different and what makes them very appealing to Univa is really a couple things. First, they don't just provide the service, they are the service, meaning at BMW, a joint customer of ours, they're actually running the cluster. Not only are they running the cluster, they do the designs of the cluster, they integrate the software, they manage them remotely. So they provide many, many different levels of services, and that's a very deep relationship that they're able to build with their customers, and that's impressive. So that's one reason that we're very excited to finally come out with our announcement. The other important aspect of this is, because of the companies that they're playing in, they have access to numerous open source grid engine environments that in many cases they're managing the environment. And so there's an instant overlap right there in selling Univa Grid Engine into those environments. And what people may not remember is they've been in the business not only for the entire time that I've known them, now close to 10 years, but they're also an exclusive reseller of Platform LSF. So they know the business, they know the customers, they know where the grid engine environments are. They provide a set of services and solutions that just make the product set complete, that as a company, it's a match made in heaven with our product and their services. So I like to say my peanut butter and their chocolate comes together, and I think it can add a lot of value to the customer.
Yeah, Gary. So, looking at some of these customers, like when you get a big platform like Audi or BMW, I would think that might give you some inroads to their suppliers as well, would it not?
Yes, absolutely. As you know, suppliers and the supply chain from some of these large manufacturers certainly line up. So the workflows can go back and forth, the designs, et cetera. So that will certainly open up some opportunity for us. And another potential opportunity is a source of customers that today Univa is very focused on the care and feeding of the Grid Engine customers and those that have been invested in the product and technologies, providing a path forward. But we're also getting many opportunities with companies coming to us looking as an alternative to some of the other products and technologies. As you know, the technology is well entrenched, regardless of whose product it is, and so science and computing can offer a large set of experiences and know-how in helping those customers either develop a dual vendor strategy or in some cases doing migrations and helping people move forward with some of their technical infrastructure.
Yeah, and this really kind of gives kind of an aha moment for me, Gary, because I coming from Sun in the old days, I used to think of Grid Engine as pretty much an academic tool, but this is right in the heart of digital manufacturing, isn't it?
Absolutely, it is. And as I said, Science Computing and Univa have joint customers. We certainly know each other as a result of that, and I think what we're trying to do is magnify it. Now, often I hear comments or surprise when people think of Grid Engine not exclusively being or only being an academic tool. So the proof in the pudding for us is 82% of our revenue is driven off of commercial accounts. And if I take that and say how many customers, it's actually about the same. So 82% of our customers are enterprise commercial users of the product. Those are the individuals, the corporations that have products to build and they have high dependencies. That doesn't mean we don't have academic or government customers. We certainly do, but they're part of the 18% that are kind of left over. And that's split actually evenly between the academic customers that we do have, who have, as you would expect, a very different set of requirements and needs than we would see from our customers, either in manufacturing and automotive or in semiconductor or oil and gas.
Well, great. Well, Gary, what do you think's what would you anticipate as the next step here? You've got this agreement in place, and what's coming around the corner with this?
Well, I think the simple answer to that is pipeline, and plenty of it. So we're working together on the next level of how do we go and develop the pipeline. Certainly, we've got accounts that we're very interested to have science computing work with and get introduced to if they're not already part of that organization. There's also customers where, as joint customers, we'd like to see science computing providing more services and, of course, our product. With the release of Univa License Orchestrator next month, that product it takes 30, 40 seconds to install. The configuration of the licenses, Flexera server, and the policies takes longer. And I think science computing can bring that value to do it and do it quickly. So, at the end of the day, it has to be a win-win, and I think that this is one of those relationships where both companies will gain benefit.
Well, great. Well, Gary, kind of a wrap-up here. We're coming into ISC 13. We'll be in Germany. Can we expect to see you guys there?
We are. We are a sponsor, so as we were last year. So we'll have a nice booth in the corner, in the corner spot, not that far actually from both, which is more coincidence than any kind of planning. But we'll definitely be there. We've got some additional announcements that we'll be making around that time. And we'll be turning our attention to some other kinds of activities, which I will only tease you with. I will not actually go into.
All right, fair enough. We'll have to wait for that. Well, Gary, I want to thank you once again for coming on the show today.
I appreciate it, as always. Thanks, Rich.
You bet. Okay, folks, that's it for the Rich Report. Stay tuned for more news and information on high-performance computing.